Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. So today's video is all about getting our house reset and prepping for tonight's dinner. So I don't know about you guys, but for us, we've just had a wonderful but crazy busy summer. And this is the first week of school for us. So kiddos are back at school and I am trying to get our house back on track. I've not been on a really set routine for the summer. So I've kind of just been tidying up as I've gone along. And today I'm just going to do a reset, but I have some deep cleaning coming down over the next few weeks. So I will film that and share that as I get that done. But really, it's all about progress over perfection for me today. So I'm not going to do any deep clean. No rooms are going to be perfect, but I am going to do a bedroom refresh. I'm going to rescue our kitchen. My sink is completely full of dishes. I'm going to handle our living room. I'm going to tidy it up, and I'm going to get a head start on our dinner for tonight. I want to make sure that we have a simple dinner planned because we do have multiple sports practices tonight. So we won't all be at home at the same time. So I want something easy and quick with minimal cleanup too. So if you are needing some good cleaning motivation, you are in the right spot, and let's get right into it. Okay, so as I'm filming this, I was so frustrated because my vacuum stopped working. It would turn off and on and off and on. And so this sometimes happens. It typically means that I've got to do a deep clean of the vacuum. And by me, I mean my husband. He typically will clean it for me. And so later this evening, before I'm doing this voiceover, my husband cleaned out the vacuum and he spent like a good hour on it. So hopefully it will work a little bit longer now. I really don't want to have to replace that Dyson. I've really enjoyed it, but it is so frustrating when it stops working. Anyway, so here's to hoping my vacuum works better tomorrow. Okay, guys, next up is this kitchen. My kitchen is just kind of icky. I don't know. The counters are dirty. I have so many dishes. Like, you know when it's been so long since you've done dishes and there's like no forks or spoons in the utensil drawer? Yeah, that's kind of where we're at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and unload the clean dishes from the dishwasher and then turn right back around and load the dirty ones in it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and run it, even if it's not all the way full, just because I'm tired of being so far behind on dishes. So I really want to get caught up and just make it feel like my kitchen is livable. And I don't know, it just frustrates me when it's super dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and handle these dishes. summer is officially over for us. My kids are back in school, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'm pretty excited just to have more of a routine going on for our home. I think it's easier to have kind of a general framework of expectations for everybody throughout the week. But I love summer. It's definitely my favorite season. I like to spend a lot of time outside, and I love to hang out by the pool. My kids all really enjoy swimming too. So we really like having lots of summertime activities. We like doing cookouts and getting ice cream or snow cones, and I don't know, just playing outside a lot. So I'm definitely going to miss more like of a slower pace each week. But ready or not, fall is coming. It will be here before we know it, and it kind of feels like it's already here for us just because school's back in session. And that just means all of my kids' activities are back in full swing. If you're new to my channel, I have 4 children, and I've got 1 preschooler, and then the other 3 are in elementary. And so between just sports, they play baseball and soccer and basketball and gymnastics. They are just busy kids. And then, just normal, like everyday stuff. We keep a pretty busy schedule. And so that's coming down, and I don't know, part of me is pretty excited about it. I'm also just excited about getting on a little bit better of a routine with keeping our house clean. I'm not going to lie, over the last couple weeks, I've just kind of slipped off my normal kind of tidying up routine. Like, I cut it way down over the summer and was trying to do like 30 minutes every morning. But over the last few weeks, I haven't even really gotten that done, just with a house full of kids and doing all sorts of fun summer activities. Cleaning took a backseat. And so I definitely have a long list of stuff that I would like to get done over the next few weeks just to get my house back resettled. I feel like almost every room needs a pretty deep, thorough clean. Obviously, I'm not doing that today, just trying to get my head above water at this point. So I'm doing more of a surface clean, but I am going to make sure that I get my counters in this kitchen clean. They have breadcrumbs and jelly smudges and all the things all over them. So just getting the counters clean, and I planned on doing the floors in here, but like I said, my vacuum was giving me an issue, so I really can't do that. So I guess I'll save cleaning the floors in the kitchen for another day, which honestly, I'm not that sad about because I really wasn't in the mood to do it today. But I'm going to go ahead and take care of the counters and then make sure my sink is clean. I love it when I have the chance to clean the sink. I like to use Dawn's brain wash. That's a pretty typical method for me to clean the sink. I spray that, and then I just use a scrub brush and scrub it, and then I like to dry it out with just a washcloth. And it just, I don't know, it's so much cleaner that way. And it just makes me feel like my life is a little bit more together when my sink is clean. So I'm going to handle that before moving on to the living room and giving that area a quick refresh too. Okay, for the living room today, I'm going to make sure that I get everything out of this room that doesn't belong in here. I have some kids' toys. Of course, I just found a football that was kind of like halfway deflated. I'm not sure what that's about, but in a house full of 4 kids, there's always a football lying around somewhere in our house. And then I'm going to handle some laundry that I've had sitting in here for the last 2 days, which absolutely drives me nuts having clean laundry in laundry baskets, but doing what I can with what I have. So I'm going to take everything out of this room, and then I'm just going to clean the surfaces and give a good wipe down. So I'm going to handle this large mirror and cleaning the coffee table, which is glass, so it always has little fingerprints, smudges on it, which I probably secretly love. But yeah, it always kind of looks a little bit dirty, so I clean it almost every day. And then I was planning on vacuuming this room too. It definitely needs it. We ate popcorn in here last night and did a family movie night. But since my regular vacuum's not working, I'm going to just use my little robot vacuum. You saw me press that earlier, and see if that can kind of handle a little bit of the crumbs and mess that are, in this area. But that's all I'm going to do in the living room now. And so I'm going to go ahead and move back to the kitchen and get stuff out for dinner. I'm just going to give a little preview of what I'm going to make. I'm not going to make it now because it's too early in the day, but I'm going to just do kind of a stir fry meal. We have this a lot. I like that it can be made all in one pan, and really the only dishes I dirty a cutting board and a knife, and then the pan, and then like tongs or something to kind of stir around the food in the pan. But otherwise, just the plates and the forks that we eat off of. And so I like that it's a very low mess meal. All of my kids will eat this. It's high in vegetables. It's easy. It doesn't take a lot of ingredients. And so that's my jam. So it's got chicken apple sausage, and then an onion, and this large zucchini that my neighbor gave me earlier this week. We're gonna eat that, and I saute it in olive oil and just use a little bit of seasoning. And then I serve it with some ranch style beans. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.